Hi guys, welcome back to Randoms. My name is Emily, and yes, it's been a while. It's been a while. I think the initial plan for the channel was that we were going to review and continue doing the type of content we've been doing, spiritual content, and also mix it in with reviews because yeah, there's some light-hearted stuff that sometimes I want to talk about, and I'm so restricted kumzansi reality because every time I try to say something different or to create different content, people are like, now you're gossiping, I'm like, Batung, guys, why am I being boxed? Oh, Wabatung. No, I need to talk about other things as well. And I like creating content. So, right now, we are on the topic of Shibase, Uthnado Nesthembu. My girl has come back. Ne? She is enough tired of pretending. You know, last season I didn't review Uthnado Nesthembu because I just saw her crying a lot, and she was saying that she's being bullied at work and all of those things, and I just felt bad for her. And at the same time, I could tell that because she's going through whatever she's going through, she's not being herself. And yes, you guys eventually won, those who've been calling her a bully, those who've been calling her names, because this season Yaibora, let's be honest, this season is hot. It reminds us of why we like Uthnado Nesthembu to begin with. And for me, it's because of Mayeni. Mayeni is my queen. Mayeni is showing reality. The reality of the situation that all of those Dililu women are in. They are sharing a man. That is what is happening there. And the reality of sharing a man is not going to be he two-face every time we smile at each other. It doesn't work like that. No, it does not. And we should not, under any impression as the public, be made to feel like or be given a falsehood of this situation that they're in, because it's not easy, right? And women will never get along, especially if they're in love with one man. So the reason why some of us appreciate Mayeni for her authenticity and her realness, even though you guys want to twist it and call it bullying, I feel like she's not being a bully, she's being herself. Last season she couldn't be herself, and look at what an emotional wreck she was and how sick she was. She even was sick. Apparently Mseleku was saying that she had health problems. She was sick. She even got admitted to the hospital. She even had an operation. Guys, there are some people that when you suppress them and don't want them to speak, they literally fall ill. And Shibase strikes me as that type of person. And I'm here for it this season. This season, she's being transparent. She's opening her heart wide open like this. And she's letting everyone know that she's tired. She's tired of pretending. She was sick all season last year. Now you want her to continue being sick because she must suffer in silence and play two-faced, pretend that she likes what's happening even though she doesn't. No. Let her come to the front and let her address the issues that are bothering her. Thank you very much. So this year or this season, I have decided to come back to defend Mayeni. Mayeni, I can never be tired of defending that woman. She needs to be defended and protected at all costs, because there's no telling the amount of women we all saw with our grandmothers and our mothers. Most of them were suffering in silence in marriages with men that did not want to listen to them, that didn't want to hear them out, that always wanted to box them, or that even would cheat on them. And they are told, Bati, Musadi utwara tipa ka fo bokgaleng, meaning you must now hold the sharpened side of a knife because you are a woman. No, gone are those days, okay? right now, Mayeni is trying to hold Musa accountable. And I feel like she's the only one doing the work of holding Musa accountable for the decisions that he's been making all along, especially when it comes to tearing his own family apart. There are a lot of things that Musa has done wrong that have hurt this woman, that have made them, embarrassed them, especially with this decision of this number 5. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. You even saw Makumalo and her reaction when they introduced the woman via the TV. And she was taken aback, and then she later revealed on that she knows her. She knows this girl. Is it Samke? What is her name? Yes, Samke Wagakwela or something like that. Her surname is Kwela, Umakwela. Hey, you all saw how depressed and sad Utobile looked. And I was like, yes, right there. That is why there's no reward for being a pygmisha. There is no reward for trying to please your man at all cost. There's no reward when you are refusing to hold him even for once accountable. So that's what's happening. Tobile is a pygmy, is a pygmisha, and she wants to please Umusa. She wants to support every decision Umusa does, even if it's out of order. And here is Mayeni trying to hold him accountable and to say, but you cannot do this. You cannot trample on everyone else just to get what you want. What about us? And one thing that Musa always does, he makes it seem like he's the only one who's made sacrifices, while literally other women also have made their own share of sacrifices. Do you understand? But he doesn't acknowledge that. He will always want to take a decision that makes him happy, that he wants by fire, by force. And now look at what is happening. It seems like it's also signs coming in various ways to indicate that law number 5 was not supposed to be there. She's not supposed to be added on to the family. Everything is just going left. There's even people now who are speculating that no, man, it seems like Musa doesn't have money. You see what I mean? Everything seems like it's going downhill, and it's a sign. It's a sign that maybe, just maybe, he didn't need to take another wife. He needed to fix this shaky ground, because the family is literally standing on shaky ground right now. And Mayeni is tired. Guys, did you see her wearing a pair of pants at the diary sessions? That's when you know when a woman is fed up. She was wearing pants, and people maybe asking, what's the big deal with her wearing pants? Because Musa Mseleku doesn't like his wives wearing pants. We all saw what grief Tobile got. I think it was in season 4 or 5 when she was wearing leggings when they were going hiking, and he was like, you cannot dress like this. You cannot dress like this. And it's a norm also in KZN. As a wife, you are not allowed to wear pants anymore. It's just a thing. It's a tradition. It's culture. So when you see Mayeni deliberately wearing pants in her diary session, is a strong message to say, I'm tired. Whatever will be, will be. If it means I must go, I will go. If nobody's willing to fight for me, I will leave. I even heard her talking about wanting a stand. Since Maqele also is saying that she wants a stand. She's been wanting this stand, by the way. Maqele has been wanting this stand, you guys. I think was in season 3. She said, she can't stand living in the same yard with the other wives. That's the decision why she's staying at Sea Park. And one thing about Maqele, she can negotiate. Girl can negotiate her way out of not only poverty and oppression, but she is in a status right now where Musa was even telling us that Mayeni has never worked, Maqele has never worked a day in her life. But akasweli lutho. she's a focus queen. And how she can easily get away with wanting to go build her own yard somewhere else while she's a married woman. A mam kulu nohal of Nesthembu. Hi. I'm here to discuss this topic with Mr. Anonymous, cultural wise. I think he needs to come and educate us if what Makele is doing is right or wrong, because I want to know, because how does it happen? She's living the suburb life at the sea park right there in a mansion there by the suburbs, and the other wives have to scramble and drive their Mercedes Benzes and BMWs on a gravel road going to Mzumbe while she's staying at Sea Park at the suburbs, living the soft life. Eh? So I'm amazed at everyone who's saying Mayeni doesn't want peace. Mayeni is always fighting. Can you imagine, you guys? Mayeni, I think, is the only woman, besides maybe the one who passed on, that I feel like she's the only one who entered the marriage with a job, who had a career prior to marrying Musa. Because there was a time she did describe that she's working for the municipality, and she should have started working for the municipality way before. So she's the one who initially, this Thembu, she was the one who was working when it was formed, and now having to watch Thobile grow up and achieve what she's achieved because of their husband. And then she comes now and sort of like shits on her, and then everyone is expecting her not to be upset. Oh, be real. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. You would also be upset. Anybody would be upset. So I don't understand this whole thing of people saying, oh, she's a bully. Oh, nah, yeah, amandla akhe. Asebenzile ukwakha lesi sithembu. It's not just Makumalo, and all the credits that Musa was giving Makumalo, they are exaggerated, because there's no way Thobile at the age of 18 or 19 had enough money in her bank account to build Mayeni's house. She was there assisting her husband so that her husband is happy and gets to have his baby mama as his wife with his heir, his son. Let us not do that. Let us not do that. So I'm just so perplexed and shocked at everybody trying or attempting to drag Mayeni. Even this video, I know they will be coming. They'll be like, no, she's wrong. She's causing division. Let her cause the division. If a husband is refusing to listen to you and is refusing to acknowledge your feelings, what are you supposed to do? I am with Mayeni this season. She is in her villain era, and I am loving every single moment of it. Yesterday when they were sitting in that meeting, when I was watching the episode, and she was like, Thobile, so were you also told that on number 5 they paid lobola for her? And Tobile's like gobsmacked and just speechless, and people now are taking that clip and they are accusing Mayeni of being a bully and everything. But let me tell you, there's a reason why Mayeni did that. And her reason is because Mangwabe was welcomed by Thobile. Apparently, she used to sleep in Thobile's house while she was still dating Musa, and Thobile would make space for them in her house, accommodate Mbali in advance, secure friendships in advance, and do all of those things. She's the enabler. She's the usual culprit of enabling whenever Musa Mseleku wants to take a new wife. So this time, it's quite shocking that she was left out of it. Before, I didn't understand why Musa left Thobile out of it, because she knew that Thobile is a yes baba, yebo baba, everything yebo baba. Yes, can I upset you, yebo baba? Can I step on you? Yes baba, yebo baba. Do whatever you want, baba. That's Thobile. So Mayeni is rubbing it in on her to ask, just like we didn't know that number 5 was Lobolat, you also didn't know. And Thobile is thrown off guard. She's like, Because she's usually the one who assists with these situations. So it's quite shocking to find that this time around she wasn't consulted, she wasn't updated, she wasn't told anything. And the reason why she was not told anything is because Musa knew who this lady, she was taking this lady from Tobile's home state, side of home. Mzumbe. So she's a local girl, and Tobile did express that she knows her. McKay knows this girl, and this girl knows McKay. So all the time when McKay would be dropping there with her Mercedes Benz, she was looking and saying, girl was saying, you know what? I want that life. She's a focused girl. She's focused. She is a focus queen, okay? And I love it for her. So you guys, another thing that I also wanted to discuss was that altercation of why Mayeni was so insisting on asking Tobile if she knew, like they knew, and then Mato was trying to save Tobile, then be like, no, but you know, shh. Did you know, like the rest of us knew that she's taking number 5? It's very important because Tobile is updated on everything that Musa does. And I'm also glad by the way, because I remember in the past we did a video at Mzansi Reality talking about IVF and how Musa was refusing to do IVF or at least even consider it for Umakhumalo. And my girl has turned 36 this year, and I was happy to see on the show with her announcing that she's going for IVF. And she got Musa at the right time, because there's no way he could have said no this time. Guys, when I tell you that your faith is also as calculative in this whole thing, and you guys are refusing to see, as much as you think Mayeni hates her, she also has the same resentment. So the thing about Makhumalo is that she's good at being two-faced. She's good at pretending like something doesn't affect her, even though it does. We've seen her wear a mask all the time. So she's expecting Mayeni to do the same thing, while Mayeni literally doing that makes her sick. And she expresses all the time how much she doesn't like liars and manipulators and people that are two-faced. That's the main issue here. That's the main issue why these two women, particularly the two of them, there's so much beef and they can't get along. It's because the other one is direct, straight talker, tell it to your face, while the other one likes to pretend Uguti something is not affecting her, even though it is. I mean, I heard her say that after Musa told her who number 5 was and how he announced that whole announcement, you could see that she was not okay. But she did not even tell Musa that was not okay. She said, I went to my room and I cried and then I got over it. Guys, no. Not everybody can do it. And just because Makhumalo can do it, don't expect all the other wives to deal with it like that. I think that's unfair. Not all of us are like that. Some of us, we want to express ourselves when we are upset at a situation. So let those type of personalities be, because that's who they are. Why do you want them to become like you and wear this mask all the time and pretend to be okay with situations that they are not? No, not all of us are built like that. Kudos to you if you're built like that, but don't impose your personality on other people. And that is the struggle really here. And Mayeni is trying by everything to hold Musa accountable, but then Tobile comes and massages everything and cleans him up and assists him and covers him, and then she's the number 1 wife who is loved. And every time they talk to Gok Flo there by the graveside, she's painted as this beautiful person who assists, and everyone else is just a stumbling block. So she's honestly in my opinion setting herself up. I don't think she should gatekeep other women's emotions. If they're upset with their husband, she should let them be and not interfere. That's just my honest opinion. And then she will have greater peace, and then you guys will understand or not feeling like your fave is a victim. She sets herself up for victimhood, and honestly, she enjoys it. It's been 8 seasons now, and she still doesn't get what the problem is between her and Mayeni. She's setting herself up. That's my opinion, of course. So all I'm going to say is, as much as you faves of Makumalo think that Mayeni hates Makumalo, I say Makumalo also hates Mayeni. So in summary, they hate each other. The only difference here is that one of them, when they have a problem, they tell the other one to their face and they don't hide it. And a prime example was when Tobile was saying that she heard from other people and they were telling her that when she called Mayeni for a meeting last year where she ended up calling her delusional. She heard from other people, third parties, telling her that Mayeni said that she was wasting her time. But no. She did not do it in third parties, girl. She said it to your face. She told you after that meeting that and she got up from the table. She told you. She did not tell via other people. That's not what Mayeni does. And for those of us who are like Mayeni all the way, we know that she doesn't do that kind of nonsense where she talks to people behind their back about other people. She told you to your face. And the fact that you couldn't recall it like that and you gave a totally different version of what had happened, you saying you heard it from other people when she said it in your face in front of cameras, yeah, it means you also, as much as you like to think that you are trying in this two-way relationship, you also have a problem with her. And my frustration with Makumalo, or how people ended up saying that I don't like her, is because my frustration with her, if you don't like Mayeni, it's not wrong not liking Mayeni. It's how you feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? The best you can do for this relationship is to know that you don't like her. Acknowledge that as much as she doesn't like you, you also don't like her. And stop pretending. Stop putting yourself through this whole thing where you are victimized and she's a bully. Y'all are too grown for that. Maybe you're still stuck at when you entered the marriage at 18 or 19 and you just felt like she was the coldest. But grow from it. That's just me. That's my perception of this whole situation, that you need to let it go. You know Mayeni doesn't like you and you also don't like her. Express yourself that you also don't like her. Finish and klar, so that it's on the table that you don't like her. Stop this thing of creating a perception as if you are trying to understand her when we can see that you clearly want to score points with your husband using her. And it's backfiring, that thing, because I even saw at that meeting that they had where Mayeni pulled a message, oh my God, a status of Musa while he was in hospital. And it was so shady. I forgot what it said, but it was very shady, and it was directed to one person. It was directed to Mayeni, accusing her of not wanting a unity or something like that. And then she said that she asked Musa where she got that from, and Musa told her that she got it from Makele. So, all in all, Musa is the one saying that my wives don't like Mayeni. Makele doesn't like Mayeni. She gave me the status to post. And then Makele is so defensive and she's like, no, but I'm not the one who told him to post it. I just gave it to him. Well, how come you have such a shady post to begin with? And there's somebody that you all have come into agreement that they are the cause of no unity in your family. None of these women, except for Mayeni, are holding Musa accountable. None of them. All of them want to be a favorite in his heart. And now, him having a stroke, and I'm very sorry that he's going through that. It's something that I don't think we all saw coming. But I wish him well, and I wish him good health. But this has given them all the pygmies in this temple to find an excuse to do what they've always wanted to do. But all this time, they've been pretending like they are holding Musa accountable. And there's only one person who's been holding Musa accountable, and that's Mayeni, in my opinion. I know other people are feeling like Mangwabe has been doing that, but in my opinion, that's not so. And I will share that in the next review, maybe, or when it comes across my mind. If you guys remind me, maybe I'll make a separate video on it to tell you why I don't think Mangwabe has been holding Musa accountable. So to me, Mangwabe is just angry. She's just angry because the promises that were made to her are broken. And to me, I don't see accountability in her part because she's always angry. There's nobody I know of in real life who can hold a grudge for that long. I'm sorry. People who are real would have left and not even try to be happy. Every meeting, she's just a zombie. She's just there. She's just existing. And she's enjoying playing this part so well. It's kind of disturbing for me sometimes. So I feel like if you want to hold a person accountable, you must tell them where they go wrong. You must let them know it every time and not get tired of it. And you must show them as well where they go wrong. You just being angry and wearing a tie and facing the other way when you go to sleep doesn't solve anything. And we can all see this has become a drag. I'm almost bored right now with Mangwabe being angry all the time. I just want her to come back. Okay, I prefer that old version of Mangwabe who's happy sometimes. It's the one that I prefer. This one of being angry all the time, it's just one script. It's not changing. I want her to speak. I want her to speak her mind. When she leaves, she must have left, not live in silence and live like, just address what the problem is so that you leave the family in a better condition. Because even if you do get divorced, you still have children from this man. You're still going to have to talk to him. So when you meet with him and you have to discuss the things concerning the children, he must know the exact reason why you left him. And I know it's not only number 5. There are other issues. So Mangwabe must just be real and to do what she needs to do and put the matter on the table so that when she leaves, everything is resolved and she knows, she has let Musa know what the real problems are, just like Mayeni is doing right now. It may be distractive, but some things have to fall apart in order for them to be built again. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my rant for now. I'll be back with another video. I just wanted to make a comeback. I want to talk about Uthnado Nesthembu. I've been gone away for so long and now I'm bored because there's no sense of me at trial. So I've been watching Uthnado Nesthembu and I have a lot to talk about. Until the next one, you guys, I'll see you on the next one and bye.